Hello everyone, welcome. Today we are looking at another lead code question which is keys and rooms. Now what this question says is that we are given n room and we have to start from room 0 and each room has a distinct number of 0 to n minus 1. Each room is of a distinct number and each room has some set of keys which we can access to the other room. Now probably each room has a list of keys I and a key room ij is equal to v opens the room v. Okay, so let me cut it short, right? So I have this set of n rooms. Each room has set of keys of other rooms. So what that will tell me that okay, if I'm at room 1 and it has keys to 2 and 3, then I can go and visit room 2 and room 3, right? And similarly, if I go to room 2 with that key, it will have a key, say, for room 0, room 1, room 5, and so and so, right? What we need to see is while traversing through all the rooms with whatever keys we are getting, we need to see which room is left out. If any of the room is left out, we'll have to return a false. If we have visited all the rooms, then we need to return a true. Now with that, let's look at example, right? So I have say 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you look at it, room, this is 0 index, this is 1 index, this is 2 index, this is 3 index. What I'm saying is at room 0, which is always I have to start with room 0 only, right? At room 0, I have a key of 1. I pick that key, then I go to the room key 1. I found the room key 2. If I go to that one, I found room 3 key, right? If you look at it, right, I started with room 0, I went to 1, I went to 2, I went to 3. That means I have visited all the 4 rooms which were there, right? Because 0 is always the starting index anyways, right? If I try to do an analogy of this, right, this is very similar to a graph problem, right? You are at one node, right? And assume those edges, these edges to be the keys, right? And these to be, say, rooms. So if this particular room contains the keys of the other rooms, say this was say R0, this was R1, R2, and R3, right? And if say R0 contains 1 comma 3, that means it can visit this and this, right, on those lines. So if you see, right, what we have to do is, I think this is a vanilla problem of using a simple, say, depth first search, or if you want to go ahead you can use best first search as well, but this is a straightforward graph problem wherein I need to go and visit, say, room 0. That is my starting index. Always I need to find all the keys and kind of then with those keys I need to keep on going inside, going I'll go depth wise to find all the rooms which are associated to those keys, right? So with that, let's quickly start coding. So I'll assume that if I'm visiting a room, I'll mark that as visited, right? So I'll create a uh, boolean which will have a visited value. Next, I'll create a stack which will contain the set of rooms which are which I'll kind of find in my traversal. So this is my stack. Say new stack in. Now what I'm going to say is, considering my room 0 is assumed to be visited, I'll mark that as visited first is equal to true, and I'll add that to the stack as well. So my stack dot push room 0, right? 0 is the index. Now I need to go and find what all keys are there in room 0, right? So while say my stack dot count is say greater than 0, right? Then I'll go and inside that and then say okay, where find the room index, room is equal to my stack dot pop, right? I got that 0 in the index. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find all the keys which are there in that room, right? So for each where I in room, so this will be say a room which, so what it will give me, it will give me all the keys in that room, right? What I'm going to say is I'm going to say if my this key, let me update that, right? Let me make it key, right? If this key is visited or not. So if this key is not visited, then what I will say is add that key to the stack. My stack dot push this key to be visited. That means I can now access the other room with this key, right? This is it. True, sorry, equal to true. Now, once I'm outside this loop, right? Once I'm traversed through all the values against a given room, what I need to see is there any room which is not visited? Now, how I will do that? I'll just say if my visited dot any is having a value which is false, right? If that is true, then I will say return false, otherwise return true. I hope you understood. Idea is to have all the visited, all the rooms getting marked as visited, right? What we are doing is we are going to one room, finding all the keys, then going using those keys, I'm going into the other room and so and so. And with that process, I'm marking all the rooms to be visited. By the end of everything, if that boolean of that visited bool is still having any value which is false, that means that room remained unvisited, and that's what we need to return, right? If it is unvisited, then I'll return false. If it is all are visited, then I'll return true. Now let me run it and see what is happening. I got a compile time error. Visited is a variable. That is the one. I got expected results. Let's submit it. Cool, it got accepted. Now, if I come to time complexity, right? If you see that in any graph problem, right, it will be and the way we are approaching it, this will be O of the nodes plus edges. So in this case, that will be O of n plus m, where n is the number of nodes and m is the number of edges. Now, if I look at the space complexity, that will be the O of n, because we have created a pool which is of that then which is going to contain the number of rooms. So that will be O of n, where n is the number of rooms. This is it, guys. If you still have any questions, any doubts, please do reach out to me in the comment section. In case you like the explanation and like the video, please do hit the like button. In case you are new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button down at the bottom. Thank you. Thanks a lot.